People who learn the discipline of gratitude never face disappointment the same way once gratitude gets hold of their hearts. The great British evangelist John Wesley, he was the Billy Graham of his time in the 18th century in England. He came home from a preaching tour once. He founded the Methodists, by the way, incidentally. Came home from a preaching tour and he found his house burned to the ground. Do you know the first words out of his mouth? "The Lord's house is burned, one less worry for me." Christians who allow gratitude to fill their heart will never face death the same way again. John Wesley said of the early Methodists something very interesting. An odd tribute. He said, "Our people die well." I saw this all the time as a pastor. I laid many brothers and sisters in the ground and sent them home to glory in my life. And I'll never forget Sharon. She was an older saint in our church, and she was found to be with cancer toward the end of her life. It was very advanced when they found it. They had one surgical option, which they offered her. It was very remote that it would help, but it was worth a shot. And so she went forward with the surgery. And I'll never forget the morning praying with Sharon before she went in for that surgery. And ultimately, it did not help. We prayed around the bed with her family, and then Sharon looked up and she smiled. And she said, "You know what? Either way, I win. If the surgery works, I get more time with my family and loved ones. And if it doesn't, I see Jesus. And shortly after that, my friends and loved ones will come." No, either way, she said, I win. That's dying well, if you ask me. In the movie Return of the King, the last of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, is a dark scene where the city of Minas Tirith is being besieged by the armies of the Dark Lord Sauron. And the little hobbit Pippin is sitting in fear talking to his friend Gandalf. And Pippin says to Gandalf, "I didn't think it would end like this." Watch what Gandalf says next.
I didn't think it would end this way.
End? No, the journey doesn't end here. Death is just another path. One that we all must take. The grey rain curtain of this world rolls back, and all turns to silver glass. And then you see it.
What? Gandalf. See what?
White shores. And beyond, a far green country and a swift sunrise.
That isn't so bad.
No. No, it isn't.
J.R. Tolkien was a very strong Christian, and echoes of his faith are all throughout that trilogy, as you just saw. My friends, the habit of gratitude, the discipline of gratitude will help us to face and overcome hardship.